We're pouring raw rice into this tray here. It's just raw rice. If you look down here, it's filtering out a whole lot of dusty rubbish that's good for nothing. Also, come around this way. That raw rice is gravity fed into this area here. The good stuff is filtered off into here. Then it gets sucked up this pipe into that tray. From that tray, it's filtered into this, where the rice is husked. All the husks are taken off. It does its thing and it ends up. I think it ends up in this tray here, up there, and then it's filtered. Some of it goes back down into here, which drops down into this bucket, and it's rice ready to eat. The rice that's not ready to eat, we'll go back up where we were, it comes down into this pile here. And we have two piles. In Thai this is called lam, I don't know what you call it in English. We feed that to the pigs, and we also have that lam there. I'll show it to you. And it's much finer. It's more expensive than the other lam. So we either sell it or we give it to our pigs. So nothing's wasted. We got given this, we rent this. The village came to us and asked us to do it because they knew that we wouldn't cheat anybody. So we mill a lot of the villagers' rice. They don't pay us, but we get a portion of rice for each sack. We keep rice, and we also keep all of this lam as well. And so it keeps a couple of our guys busy. Some of our guys aren't very good at school, and this is an opportunity for them to work, but they're never going to be university students, like this young fella here. Nice boy, but he's never going to do the whole university thing, which is fine, so he does this instead. You can see different grades of rice. This is a poor grade of rice. It's all the little rice bits. If we can look at it carefully, it's all broken little bits of rice. It's low quality. In Thailand, that'll probably they'll feed animals. Just in the next sack over, of course, this is good rice, highly consumable. Okay, here we are at the pig pens. Of course, the pigs consume some of the leftovers of the rice. And here's some of our little juniors. Pig pen's probably about 8 square metres. This one's got about 6 little guys in it, and we bred these little fellas ourselves. They're quite cute, actually. They're quite cute. Oh, isn't that cute? They're lying in their little food bowl licking each other. Isn't that cute? No, really, it's disgusting. But anyway, I think at one stage we had 35. Because it's New Year's, we've sold some. Probably some of the big mama ones, we've sold them. And I think we've consumed 1 or 2 ourselves. Here's some more here's some teenagers. They're pretty happy, eh? They're pretty happy little things, actually. They're not screaming and carrying on to get out. They're pretty happy things. This one here, his name's Jim. He's named after a New Zealand guy who ran off to Australia and abandoned his own country. So that's Jim from Brisbane. And actually a lot of these pig pens were put up by this really nice bunch of Australians who come over here every year from Springfield and out west of Brisbane, and are really fantastic people. They're so giving and they're so kind. The kids love them, and the adults love them too. They love it when they come over. So good on Australia. We have a church in New Zealand who covers much of the rental of the land that we use to grow crops on, which is just such a really cool, positive and smart way of supporting, you know. It's just really great. So here's this horrible pig slurry crappy pond that we've got, and of course we use that for our agricultural projects that the kids all do. The rice that we produce ourselves goes into the shed here. You can see with the gable roof. This part of the shed is a storage room, but the gable roof, that's all rice, and that we've done ourselves. And we've got so much rice that we had to reinforce, put more foundations in, because the foundations were cracking because there was so much weight in there. If we just pan around this way a little bit, you can just see the top of the boys' house there. We'll just keep panning around. That's a fish pond over there where we grow catfish. Another fish pond for catfish just in there. And this is a wee chicken house. Don't think there's any chickens in it at the moment. We put them in about every 50 days. We put in a new batch of chickens. Here's our market garden. Some of these crops you'll recognise from New Zealand, to be honest with you, or from Australia. Cabbages and lettuce just here. Quite nice, eh? Quite lush. More cabbages and spring onions. So you've seen a lot of this stuff before. Some banana trees, obviously. We grow our own tomatoes. There's little tomato bushes here. Our house mother, the person who's currently managing our work, Tongjan, she's so resourceful, so clever, and she's very good at getting the kids working and taking responsibility, and not just like, you know, taking from the organisation, but also giving. So the kids give out, do quite a bit of work actually. So the folk here, they're not about just trying to get stuff out of you know, like so-called rich Westerners. These people want to be self-supporting. They don't want to be, you know, just taking money from overseas. They understand, you know, the dynamics and politics of just taking money off people. They want to be self-sufficient. So that's great. Oh, Dom's just come to see me, and he's going back to his university. He's been here for New Year's, and he's studying law. So that'll be good. The organisation needs a lawyer.